You can take this right back to that buy here, pay here, and get you.
It ain't gonna be that. It ain't gonna be that.
You
know it
you
ain't
have
gonna
to
be
make
one of
6
them.
figures. No, you see,
It
you don't
ain't
have
gonna be
to
no
make
buy
6
here, pay
figures.
here. You go get it from the buy here, pay here, bro. You gonna be back at that lot sooner than you thought. So that's a limit. It ain't an apple. That's a goddamn limit.
I don't need 6 figures. I need.
When you say you don't need, but do you desire?
Do I
Naturally,
desire
you
6
don't need.
figures?
Would you prefer, rather?
I don't have a preference. I have a preference with stability. I have a preference with stability.
Ain't that
6
stability?
figures? Yeah, 6 figures
If you
is
know how to
stable
spend
if
it.
you're
If you know how to
managing your
spend
money
it.
correctly.
Yeah.
If
It's
you're making
preferred.
6 figures and you jacking it off, you ain't stable.
He might be jacking it off because he ain't got no responsibility. But him.
Then you're not responsible either.
How come he ain't? It's just him.
I'm just jacking it off.
What if he a sneakerhead and he just buy shoe all the time because he ain't got no kids, no old lady? That's jacking it off to you? That don't say he ain't investing a portion.
Okay, you're investing something. You're building something. Do you have life insurance? Can we talk about this? Do you have life insurance? Do you have health insurance? Do you have dental insurance? Because I need you to have
Hey,
that.
y'all fuck with me. I sell life insurance. Well, not really. I enroll you though. Go ahead.
But do you have those? For me, do you have to have 6 figures? No. Would I take a barber or a tattoo artist that has a consistent income and he's
The
doing his
trash
thing, but
man
he may not be.
trash man got consistent income.
And so I didn't say I wouldn't take that. I'll take a janitor. A janitor got consistent income. You can be a manager at a fast food restaurant. That's got consistent income.
Moment of silence real quick. It's after 7, so Mr. Chadrick Davis, bless his brother. And I see my brother in the motherfucking building, Mr. Rob Hall, what's happening. Anyway, I see you're saying you would rather have a consistent and stable man over a rich man, right? But I don't know. I don't know. Because when that money in y'all face, man, y'all act real different.
Who y'all though?
Women.
The females you know?
Females I didn't know did it.
That ain't my story.
So you're saying rich man P. Diddy in your face and lowly Jermaine come along and I'm like, hey, can I buy you a drink? But P. Diddy say, hey, listen, I want you in my booth, man, so I can chat with you and this, that, and the third. He says it the right way.
He's gonna get this just like you gonna get this.
Why are we both getting that?
What do you want? Because typically it comes with something.
We just said we want to buy you a drink. The next thing is what we want.
What do you want from that drink? Conversation?
That? Is that what you lead with when you meet men?
I don't meet too many.
The barrier?
I really try to be nice.
Miss Wimberly said, I make my own money. I always have.
And will.
That ain't got nothing to do with a man approaching you.
Okay, Jay, a man approaches me.
How much do you think we care about how much money y'all make when we want to?
A lot.
Tell me why.
A lot.
Tell me why.
Because, and I can only speak from an African American woman's point of view.
You can only speak for what you've experienced in life. I can only
speak for me.
Yeah, so talk to me.
Okay, and women who are educated and who have a job title and who have an income amount typically intimidate a lot of men that I've run into. They're intimidated.
I ain't met a CNA or a nurse that ever intimidated me.
You said a CNA?
Or a nurse. I'm going from different levels.
And that's for you, though.
Me.
That's for you.
I'm just saying that comes from personal confidence. It don't come from what y'all make. I'm telling y'all,
but
we got
I'm
bread.
telling you what I've ran into.
Okay, Mr. Davis said a man with money does not care about how much money a woman has. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Because we kind of use y'all money as a back burner if I ever fall off. Meanwhile, while we taking care of you, you supposed to be putting up for the rainy day. We smart. We'll be putting up for our rainy day too, but occasionally you should be able to say, I got this. This is my tab tonight, baby. It's your birthday. You better not come out your pocket. I fuck around just magically, which I ain't never done, forget my debit card in the car, and it's $140 shoes on the counter. You should be able to swipe that. That's the only time we ever think in our head we care about you have money. But you should have money, because this whole time I've been telling you, put your fucking wallet in the trunk. You with me.
This is my thing though.
We don't meet girls and say, you from the projects, you ain't got much. Fuck that. No, we meet girls and say, I'm finna teach you how to do it better. If you ain't got it right now, I'm finna show you how to get it.
I'm about to tell you how to level up.
But you gotta have this for us to even be attracted. That's how real men do it. For us to even be attracted, we finna elevate you, right?
Real men. Real men.
And that's implied. My point is, we don't go in wondering how much you make, as opposed to a woman looking at a man saying, more times than none, we get, that boy ain't making no money. That's why a lot of niggas stunt themselves out of position, because they trying to show women they got some type of bread. They playing with 20, 25 bands just that week.
Don't floss for me.
Show it.
Don't floss for me.
I'm telling you what the ladies are attracted to more times than none. I'm telling you
why women like me are in the position we're in.
We would rather wait
until.
What position are you in exactly?
Feel like, matter of fact, if you got a picture of yourself with money showing, I'm good. You flogging
on the page.
On the page, I'm good.
I can't go down my arm with the hundreds.
I don't want to see your tax return money. I don't want to see your check you just cashed and you ain't went and paid your bills yet. I don't want to see it. That's not the type of person I want on my arm. I want the ones that got it or don't, but you don't even know. Because most people who have it, you don't know they have it. And the ones that don't have it always got a clean pair of shoes on and money down their arm. That's your tax return money, boy. Stop.
I wouldn't say always. I know some guys with it.
And some guys with it.
The reason I can tell they got it is because they got a few things to show for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to get you something nice when you got it. You know, even if it's just land and properties.
Come on, investments?
The longer I know you, I find these things out. You like, bro, you ain't got to get no Airbnb. I got a house in Florida. You start to find it out in conversation like that. So, but back to what we were saying. I think y'all women care about what we make, as opposed to us not giving a damn what y'all make, because we come in wanting to provide. That's not for y'all. Do you come in wanting to provide for a man?
Absolutely not. And I'm gonna tell you this.
No. That's not your role, right?
And it's not because it's not my role, but I won't. At this point in my life, I won't.
Your role is a slew of other things, right? Mm-hmm. So it's okay for you to come in and ask us, what do we do for a living? Yeah, we might casually ask y'all, but we don't really give a fuck. We just trying to find out where you've been and who you know most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, if we ask, okay, I got a real one for you. Are you upset if a man casually asks you about, are you sexually active on a first date?
My question is, what does that have to do with you if I'm not sexually active with you?
That's clearly our goal.
That's your goal, but it has nothing to do with tonight, because you ain't getting nothing tonight.
He didn't ask you, can he fuck you tonight? He asked you, are you sexually active? Which is that position feel?
This is
because if he's trying to build,
that I am. This is the person that I am.
He's trying to build. He wants to know if that position is filled. Do I need to give up on this? Are you tired on him? Because the next question is going to be, you got you somebody, you involved? Because he might not say it like I said it. Are you sexually active? He might say something slick like, hey, look, you got somebody else in the pocket? You dealing with somebody seriously? You got somebody on the side? What you got going on? That's a sex question. I wonder why women get, just like you, defensive when we talk about the sexual aspect and y'all talk about the money aspect. Don't you need that from us and we need that from you? Go.
Call on me. Okay, so do you know how many, okay, let me take this back. With a man, if I were to ask you on a first date if you're sexually active,
I'm gonna answer. You know the last
you're gonna answer, but is it gonna be the truth? Is it gonna be the truth? Are you really gonna tell me, yeah, I'm smashing about 3 other chicks, but I'm on a date?
That's your part. It's your part to believe me or not believe me. It's my part to answer you.
It's your part to answer me honestly.
And I got that.
Give me the real deal
all the truth.
and let me choose what I'm gonna do with it.
You can pull up to the Honeycomb Hideout 7 days a week and find out I ain't lied to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucked up with that. Any woman that I'm dealing with can find out quick if I'm fucking with somebody because naturally I've discussed what level we on. Naturally, I've told you, hey, look, we ain't mutually exclusive. Naturally, I told you I got a few I'm playing with, somebody I'm trying to figure out. Or, hey, look, I'm all about you. I've cleared all of that up. So you asking me that when we finally go on a date, because I meet somebody, we might not go on a date for 2 months. I don't get hot and heavy right quick. I know some guys that get right into it. They make a woman forget everybody in there. Mr. Davis is like that.
Come on, Mr. Davis.
My boy, he like that. He come in hot. If he wants you.
Come on, Mr. Davis.
He
Shoot your shot.
See, you just started watching my podcast, right?
Yeah.
But if you go back to Chad Davis, Cheese, just look up King Cheese on my podcast. If you go back and look at that, you know what he consistently said on 3 different podcasts? I make the woman forget every nigga they had in their phone when I started talking to them. Because I'm coming in 100%. I live a different lifestyle. Women play too much for me. I don't want to say he got more patience than me, but I want to say my patience even in conversation be short sometimes. If I feel like you trying to play, I just be like in La La Land after that and I ain't calling you. You see what I'm saying? He might entertain it and say, hey, come here. Because you think you want that, but let me show you why you don't. For me, it feels like competition. And I ain't going to speak for him. He can speak for himself. But that's what I took from it. You'll have to watch the podcast yourself and see what he said, right? But he was very, very consistent about saying, I'm hot and heavy when I go in. If I want somebody, I show him, and it's undeniable. He make it undeniable. For me, I'm going to talk to you and figure out if we're going to even be a thing. Sometimes I figured out in conversation for a month, we better off as friends than ever trying to date because I know more about me than you do.
And I don't want that, though. I don't want that. I want you to take them out of the picture because you want me, not because you want to win a prize only to drop me off.
We're not highlighting that men are in competition with us. Don't confuse that. I'm sorry. It came off that way. What he's actually portraying, what he's saying is that he goes so hard, he don't see the other niggas. But he wants to take her eyes off the other niggas. Mr. Harris said, when you have a certain type of woman, you are limiting yourself to a certain type of experience.
You can't.
That goes on both sides, though.
You can't help yourself on who you're attracted to. Now, I can't say that.
But you can help yourself on who you deal with.
Right. But if my type is a short, dark skin, bald, or tall, light skin with dreads, that's just what I'm attracted to. That's what I'm attracted to. But that also comes with age and experience. To me, what you're attracted to at 20 may not be the same qualities that you look for in 37 or for 38 or 40.
Shit, me, I always wanted a fat ass.
Well, that's the thing. Get you one. Go ahead and get you one and let her get knocked up by somebody homeboy that you ain't even know that she was messing with.
Man, nah.
But see, that's the competition that's the competition that women are up against.
What's the competition y'all up against? Exactly.
Especially in the African American community, I can say, because now they'll say, oh, even white women got something on her. Oh, white women coming up in here now.
Ain't no way.
A fat ass will get you to look at a white girl when your queen is right beside you.
We can look.
Queen is right beside you because every black man wants to
say, look.
Yeah, I want a queen. I want, especially black. Please
Wait,
don't
you
let
talking
it be
about strictly? Are you talking about strictly looking? Strictly looking?
That's not strictly looking.
Okay. I'm saying hypothetically, are we talking about me walking down the street with my old lady and I acknowledge this white girl or Asian girl or whatever other ethnicity got a fat ass? I acknowledge she got a fat ass. You're saying that ain't cool.
No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with looking because that's the human nature.
Okay.
You look if you want to.
So
to me,
where's the issue here?
It's disrespectful, but look, go ahead. Because my thing is this.
How is it disrespectful to see
To me,
something
it's
that's
disrespectful. I mean, I have literally been around men who are walking behind their female who will do a 180 to turn around and look, and your girl is right in front of you, man.
Nah, that's a bit much. I can't go
That's
with that one. Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah. Nah, I thought you meant the glance. I seen it. I know damn well you seen it because
But
it's a
who ain't
beautiful
seen the big
woman.
ass?
But
Who
no,
ain't? And
not
why
just
ain't
a
you
big
feeling
ass.
up?
Some people just got a nice body and they beautiful
And
and they
I'm
just walk
one to
by and you
even
like, damn.
say, if I see a female, dang, she do got a nice body. I don't like females.
How is that okay with you and not for us?
Now let's flip the roles. Let's flip the roles though. We're in the mall. We together. We in the mall. And I look a little too long. Or I see multiple because it's Friday night and we in.
Why is you even looking too long? You just talked about, we agreed that the 180
Oh, there's a
dude
problem when
taking
I
the
do
one.
it.
No, I said I was with you when you, soon as you said dude did a 180, he looking and he with
Come
you.
on,
Now that's
you did
bullshit.
this and kept
That's
it moving, and
bullshit.
your wife never knew. She never turned around. She never knew. That just happened in the grocery store the other day. That happens all the time. Women will literally look at me crazy because I come out of the house clothed and they out here in house shoes, bonnets, and pajama pants, but you automatically look at me sideways because you think your man looking at me. When I'm not looking at either one of y'all trolls.
All right, so that's a different issue. What I do want to address is, how is it okay for you to admire some buns walking by? You just said it's a beautiful woman, but all in the same, if the man get the glance, he dead wrong because he with his woman. You saw it like I saw it. Long as I didn't come out of my mouth and make no noises and go extra, I just did my little glance and I moved on. We good here. We should be.